guys? Ollie here from Local Knowledge TV. I'm here to tell you today a little bit more about Seaguar Blue Label Fluorocarbon Leader. Seaguar Blue Label is the original fluorocarbon product from Seaguar. It's been around for years and years and years, and it's best known for its abrasion resistance and impact strength. For me, that's really important when I'm chasing tunas, dorado, marlin, etc. All of these fish want to chafe you off, bite you off. That abrasion resistance gives me the confidence when I've got a fish on the line for 15, 20, 30, even an hour, that I'm not going to lose that fish because of a chew-off. The thing that makes Blue Label so special is it's actually two fluorocarbon resins combined into one. They take these two resins and they mold them together to give you the best performance of both worlds. You've got an inner core that's made up of a very high density material that provides that impact resistance and strength. Then it's softer material that goes over the top of that, and that provides that easy knot tying and knot tying strength that we've all come to expect from Blue Label. The other thing too is this line will sink faster than monofilament, and that allows me to get my baits down underwater into the bite zone and away from the boat quicker. Seaguar Blue Label is a tried and true leader material that's used and trusted the world over. And because it's from Seaguar, the people who brought you fluorocarbon leader, you know you can rely on it when that fish of a lifetime is on the line. Go ahead and give the original Blue Label a try.
Hey everyone, Justin Lucas here, Berkeley Pro. I grew up in Northern California. Spinning rod fishing is a way of life out there, and it's definitely a big part of the fisherman that I am today. I got to tell you, I've always thrown braid on spinning rods, and this new Berkeley X5 braid is the best I've ever thrown. It's a solid core line with 4 weaves around it, and the strength on this is ridiculous. The abrasion resistance is the best that I've ever seen. I threw it in a tournament recently. I had 6 rods rigged up with X5. I never had a wind knot or any problems with this line at all. It never failed me one time. My favorite size of Berkeley X5 is the 8-pound. It's perfect for all my spinning rod needs. I trust it for what I do. You guys should trust it for what you do back home too.
There's nothing more important in fishing than the line. It's what connects you to the fish and makes sure it makes it to the boat or makes it to land, makes it into the cooler or makes it into that pitcher for the release. Yo-Zuri came out with a couple years ago one of the best and most affordable braided lines on the market called Super Braid. Super Braid is used by some of the finest guides, captains, and television pros in the world. It's used down in Panama, it's used in Guatemala, it's used up in PEI for bluefins. It's used for a lot of different circumstances and everywhere across the United States by charter captains, commercial fishermen, and just weekend anglers like you and me. It's a great line. I've seen it produce. I've used this in some really rough circumstances. One of my favorite things about it is its abrasion resistance. You know, braided lines aren't typically really abrasion resistant, and I fish around a lot of structure and a lot of you do too. But I can fish it in the inlet, around the bridges, and have fish rub me up against the rocks, rub me against the piling, and still be able to work that fish out without getting broke off. It's a really quality line, especially considering the very aggressive price points that we have it at. It's a quality product, it casts really well, and the big reason why it casts so well and it's so abrasion resistant is our heat integration process. It's a big word and it's a real technical process that it goes through, but the bottom line is that the line is heated at the end of the extrusion process, and what that does is take the individual 4 strands of the braid and bond them together to make it more round, more smooth, and more abrasion resistant. It's a 4-strand line from 10 through 40-pound test, and it's an 8-strand line from 50 to 80-pound test. It's available in sizes 10 through 80 total, and it's available in 4 different colors. High-vis yellow, which is great for finesse fishing on the bass side. It's also great for any application where you really want to have a visible line that you can see with your own eyes. Dark green, of course, is a standard. This is the most popular all around for both fresh and saltwater fishing. We make a dark green, blends in with a lot of different waters, especially inshore saltwater and bass fishing on the freshwater side. And then for the coastal, and then also popular for Great Lakes fishing, is a really good saltwater blue color. Very popular in a lot of regions for fishing for inshore and offshore species. The 150-yard spools start at a $13.99 MSRP, and you can find them at some retailers for less than that. The 300-yard spools started at $24.99 retail, and again, you can find them priced more aggressively than that as well. 3,000-yard spools, that's your best value. If you really like the line, you want to spool your own reels or take them into the shop to be spooled, check those spools out. You can find those on BassPro.com, also on TackleDirect.com as well, and of course on Amazon.com you can find everything. So check it out. If you're looking for a really quality braided line in a variety of sizes and colors to cover any fishing conditions that you might run into, think about Yo-Zuri Super Braid. Try it, you won't regret it.
SpiderWire offers anglers the strongest, thinnest, most sensitive super lines on the market. At the heart of the SpiderWire brand is Stealth, a super braid engineered for high performance in saltwater and fresh. Stealth offers strength without thickness, and because it doesn't stretch, it allows you to feel everything from the slightest bite to rocks, weeds, or structure. Stealth is engineered with a 4-step process beginning with gel spinning, which produces micro-thin yet strong Dyneema fibers. These fibers are then bundled into individual threads and woven for uniform roundness and incredible strength. Fluorocoating is the 4th and final step, resulting in a line that is super strong, super smooth, quiet, and quick through the guides. SpiderWire Stealth comes in 6 colors: moss green, green camo, glow vis, high vis yellow, blue camo, and new translucent. Translucent is a game-changing line. Below the surface, its fluorocoating helps break up the line's outline to reduce its visibility to fish. But above the water, it appears white, so it's easy to see.
As a guide, I want to know where my customers' lines are at all times. Translucent's high visibility above the water allows me to easily track my clients' lines and help them keep their fish hooked up all the way to the boat.
SpiderWire Stealth comes in break strengths from 6 to 100-pound test and a variety of popular spool configurations, including 125, 200, 300, 500, 1500, and 3,000-yard spools to fit your needs. SpiderWire Stealth. Nothing gets away.
The best just gets better. Berkeley Trilene. Trilene is a trusted friend of millions of anglers, and Berkeley's made Trilene XL and XT even stronger, more manageable, and more flexible. Berkeley Trilene. The best just gets better.